At 88 years of age, I've had the profound and often sorrowful honor of sitting with many dear friends in their final seasons. I've learned that the end of life is rarely the sudden dramatic event we see in films. It's more like the turning of a tide, slow, quiet, and deliberate. I remember my dear friend Arthur. We had known each other for over 70 years. In his last year, I began to see a change in him that I couldn't quite name. It wasn't just that he was more frail, something deeper was shifting. He was still here, but it felt as though a part of him was already listening to a song the rest of us couldn't hear. At the time, I was simply a worried friend. Looking back, I realized I was witnessing the sacred process of a soul preparing for its journey home. It's a journey we will all take, and understanding its signs is not about dwelling on death, but about learning to love more deeply in the time we have left. I know this is a difficult topic. It brings up feelings of fear, of loss, of uncertainty. Perhaps you're watching this because you see these changes in a beloved parent or grandparent, and it frightens you. Perhaps you are in your own later years, and you feel these subtle shifts within yourself. Or perhaps you're simply seeking to understand one of life's greatest and most universal mysteries. Whatever your reason, I am glad you are here. For this is not a conversation to be feared, but one to be held with reverence, compassion, and a heart open to wisdom. Today, I want to share with you 5 signs I have consistently observed in people about a year before they pass away. These are not medical diagnoses or clinical markers. They are shifts in the soul, whispers from a spirit preparing for its transition. By understanding them, we can offer our loved ones and eventually ourselves the one thing that matters most at the end: peace. Stay with me because the final sign in particular offers the most profound comfort and changes how we view the entire process. Let us begin. Sign number 1, a turning inward. One of the first things I've noticed is a quiet withdrawal. It's not a sad or angry isolation, but a gentle turning inward. The grand dramas of the world, the political squabbles, the neighborhood gossip, it all begins to fade in importance. My friend Eleanor, who was once the most social person I knew, started declining invitations to parties and large family gatherings. At first, her children were hurt. They thought she no longer cared. But what I saw was different. She wasn't pushing the world away. She was simply focusing her limited energy on what was essential. Her conversations became shorter, but deeper. She would ask about your soul, not about your new car. She was divesting from the noise of the world to invest in the silence of her spirit. She was, in essence, beginning to pack her spiritual bags, keeping only what was eternal. The takeaway: if you see this in a loved one, try not to take it personally. They are not rejecting you. They are conserving a sacred energy. Instead of trying to pull them back into the noisy world, join them in the quiet. Sit with them in comfortable silence. Hold their hand. Listen. You will find that in their withdrawal, they are offering a profound invitation to connect on a much deeper spiritual level. Sign number 2, the lightening of the load. This sign is often more tangible. You will see people begin to give away their most cherished possessions. This goes far beyond simple decluttering. It's a conscious act of releasing their attachment to the material world. Arthur began giving his grandchildren things he had treasured for a lifetime. His old military watch to one, his favorite collection of books to another. Each item was given with a story and a blessing. He wasn't just cleaning out his house, he was distributing his legacy. He was ensuring the things he loved would continue to be loved. This act is a reflection of the scripture: for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. As a person nears their final home, they instinctively begin to detach their heart from earthly treasures and place it firmly on the treasures of heaven, on love, on memory, on family. They are lightening their earthly load to make the Spirit's ascent easier. The takeaway: when an elderly loved one offers you something precious, accept it with grace and reverence. Understand you are being given more than an object. You are being entrusted with a piece of their story. Ask them about the memory attached to it. This act isn't about their things. It's about their love for you. It's their way of saying, I will still be with you. We are at the third sign now, the very heart of this journey. If these words are resonating with you and you are finding this valuable, please take a moment to comment, "I am listening," below. It helps me to know that we are walking this path together. And if you have not yet subscribed to Wisdom, I invite you to do so and turn on notifications. Your support allows us to continue creating a space for these important conversations. Thank you. Now let's continue. Sign number 3, speaking of home. This can be one of the most confusing signs for families. The person may begin to talk about going home, even when they are sitting in the house they've lived in for 50 years. Or they might speak to family members who have long since passed away, seeing them in the room as clearly as they see you. My aunt, in her final months, would often say, "I need to get ready. My mother is coming to pick me up." My cousins would gently try to correct her, saying, "Auntie, you're already home." But I believe she was speaking a deeper truth. The home she spoke of was not a place of brick and mortar, but her eternal home. The veil between this world and the next seems to grow thin. They are not losing their mind, they are gaining a different kind of sight. They are glimpsing the welcoming party that awaits them. As Christians, we believe that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. They are simply beginning to see the destination they have been walking toward their entire lives. The takeaway: when you hear this, do not argue or correct. Listen with an open heart. Ask them, who is there? What is it like? You are being given a sacred glimpse into a reality beyond our own. It is a profound comfort, a sign that they will not be making their final journey alone. Sign number 4, a final burst of light. Often, just weeks or even days before the end, there can be a sudden, inexplicable surge of energy and clarity. A person who has been listless and unresponsive might suddenly sit up, ask for their favorite meal, speak with perfect lucidity, and share memories with their family. This is often called terminal lucidity, or the final rally. Families can mistake this for a sign of recovery, which can make the end, when it comes, feel even more sudden and cruel. But I have come to see it differently. I believe it is a final, beautiful gift of grace. It is one last opportunity for connection, for closure, for "I love yous" and "forgive me's" to be spoken. It is the Spirit gathering all its remaining strength for one final, glorious blaze of light before it departs. It's a last chance to be fully present with the ones they love. The takeaway: cherish this moment for the miracle it is. Do not cling to it as a false hope for recovery, but receive it as a final precious gift. Be present, listen, share your heart. This is a sacred window of time, a final blessing for both the one leaving and the ones being left behind. Sign number 5, an overwhelming sense of peace. And finally, this is the most profound sign of all. After the restlessness, the turning inward, and the glimpses of the other side, a deep, unshakable peace often settles over the person. The anxieties about unfinished business, the fears of the unknown, they dissolve. What is left is a serene acceptance. This is the peace that surpasses all understanding, the one the Apostle Paul spoke of. It is the peace of a soul that has made its peace with its life, with its loved ones, and with its God. They have fought the good fight, they have finished the race, they have kept the faith, and now they are simply resting, waiting for the gentle call to come home. You can feel it in the room. It's a quiet, holy stillness. The struggle is over. They are ready. The takeaway: when you witness this peace, know that it is the ultimate sign of a journey's successful completion. It is not an ending to be feared, but a graduation to be honored. Your role now is not to hold them back, but to give them permission to go, to reassure them that you will be all right and that you will carry their love forward. This is the final, greatest act of love you can offer them. So you see, these 5 signs, the turning inward, the lightening of the load, the speaking of home, the final burst of light, and the overwhelming peace, are not a morbid countdown. They are chapters in the final, sacred story of a life. They are invitations. Invitations to love more deeply, to listen more intently, to forgive more freely, and to hold each moment as the precious gift it is. To watch a soul prepare for its departure is to witness a holy mystery. The body may grow weak, but the spirit is preparing for its greatest journey, not into a void of nothingness, but into the loving, eternal arms of its creator. To understand this is to replace fear with reverence and grief with a deep, abiding gratitude for the life that was lived and the love that will never, ever die. Thank you for walking this path with me today. It is in sharing these deep truths that we find our shared humanity. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today or a memory of a loved one that this brought to mind. Your stories and reflections enrich this community. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.